Septic system talk. Talking about the septic system. Talking about my septic system. Talking. Septic system talk. Howdy everyone, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system with the big Manic Mark Friday blowout. I had time, a rare occasion. I don't get out to look for records much anymore, although it must seem like I do. Because I got a whole stack of records, a stack this big, and the other, it's going to be just a really exciting video today because I have more tools to share, and there are a couple little small stories, inconsequential as they may be. And oh, that's right, septic system talk. Septic system talk. Septic system talk. Why? Because the thing, I have a buzzer. I have every night going, who's buzzing. I come in at this switch. I threw it, and it didn't go. And then usually, and then I go out. I'm going to show you. Okay. Here it is. You pull the motor out. I'm pulling the motor out. I'm unplugging the thing. I'm pulling the motor out. Well, the good news is, whoever put this in left me some extra wire on the outside of the cement thing that holds the sewage stuff. Okay, here comes the motor, right? Okay, and usually there's stuff wound up on it, but there wasn't. Like, what the hell's going on? And I like rattled the plug, plugged it back in. It's like, the spark went. So the plan is to take this 3/4 inch drill bit thing in here, put it in my rotary hammer, and then drill a 3/4 inch hole through here. We're going to run the wire I bought. I don't need that. I could have used 1/2 inch. See, I thought I was going to have to splice my wires, so I bought 3/4 inch pipe that would give me enough room to slide splices into to protect them from, you know, like water and poop and stuff. Okay. And I realized that the wire had been rubbing against one of the motor mounts, and it rubbed right through it, the wire. And because the plug's been corroded and other stuff has happened, there's no wire left. So either I have to dig up the run of underground wire all the way to the house, or do a Manic Mark patch, which is what I'm going to do. So anyway, because of that, I went to the hardware store. By the way, wasn't that exciting? This is the most exciting video ever. Now I'm going to share some tools that are going to go into the Manic Mark Husky tool bag with the extendable handle and the wheels. Okay, now that I have an extendable handle and wheels, I'm going to... Here's the thing. Now all these stores, even my little local grocery store, has a self-checkout. Okay, I've resisted self-checkout to the end. I finally used it at Sam's the other day because there was a long line and my wife was in the car dying from another damn migraine. They had to get her home. And today I had a bunch of stuff, and I decided to go through the self-checkout at Home Depot, which I've done before, so I was feeling a little bit more confident in my self-checkout skills. So basically what I did here was to take the old wire, which fortunately there was enough of that I didn't have to splice into it, and put it into this box, splice it into the new wire. I was able to use the old plug again. It wasn't that bad. But the young man came up to me while I was doing it, and he was very nice, because when I put two things through it, and it went, and then it went, bing, like the item was a loser and then it was a winner kind of thing. Because, well, sure, there's a special secret deal in there that sets the thing off, and that doesn't always happen. And so another one went, ding, and another one, and he says, I'm just going to stand here. Like I bought all the most expensive stuff apparently. He goes, well, no, sometimes it's things that you won't think that have the special magic identifying security device in them. And I went, ding, with these batteries did that, okay? So now and he says it happens all the time. So you got this self-checkout thing where people actually have to stand there and help you check out because of the security devices and the things that people are most likely to steal, apparently batteries. I don't know. The shape. So now the wire is going to be above the aerator. That's what this is called. This is an aerated septic system. Basically, it's just a big tank in the ground, and that keeps air in the tank so that the little microbes can live and eat the poo. That doesn't go in the tool bag. I just bought that because I have a wireless mouse. Does anyone else have like wireless keyboard and wireless? They're nice, but they eat up batteries. The Energizer Blue batteries, which they didn't have, like there's some kind of special extended. I got them at Sam's once. They were really good. Some batteries you just put them in and you surf porn for half an hour and you got to replace them anyway. Why did you even say it that way? That's so silly. All right, let's go right into the tools I'm going to put in the mini. I told you that Klein tools were good, and I'm doing wiring. And I've got a little clippy thing, but I bought a new one. This was like a tiny little electric clippy thing. I have to cut that apart and open it up. That goes. It's a wire stripper clippy thing, a wire stripper for electric stuff. Okay, I bought a backup extendo thing. I showed you the extendo thing in the last video. I got another one of those. I bought a magic tool. Okay, I bought a magic tool because sometimes you just need to have a crescent wrench. But the crescent wrench is like, oh no, you have to take it off and you have to move it. This is a ratcheting crescent wrench. It's a magical ratcheting crescent wrench with reverse and forward and reverse, I think. That must be a switch for forward and reverse. I don't know. Anyway, that looked like a handy thing to put in the bag. All right. Poo-eating microbes. Okay. No leach field with this system. I'm always driving bolts and stuff. I don't have a nice little set of, like, for the ratcheting. You can use these in your drill, but I could use them in the impact wrench too, okay? All right, what the hell else? Okay, here we go. Oh. Wire. How can anybody build a house? I need a little bit of wire, so I just bought this little bit of wire right here. It's burial wire, 12-2, 25 feet. It's like $1 a foot. Just about $1 a foot for wire. Amazing, at least for the 25-foot pack, which I don't need that much, but I don't have any more. Okay. I bought this threaded piece so I could thread it in and fill it full of silicone to keep this. Then we got just some extra boxes and the regular crap. Then I bought the smashy thing for smashing stuff at work. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Might be able to. There's a 7/8 inch bit I had. I got this urge. This has been sitting here. This highly collectible. It's worth $4,000 on eBay. Highly collectible vintage Victorian porcelain cat. See, the reason why it's so collectible is the gold ears. Just, if I had a 1-inch bit, that would have been better. The gold paws. I'm going to see if this thing works, okay? I'm going to see if this thing works. Where is it? Where is it? Down there. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. You zoom up a little bit on it. There we go. Zoom up, zoom up, zoom up. Push down where there. Okay, zoom. There you go. Didn't have a 1-inch. Of course, why would you have everything you need? There's no reason in the world why you would. Hey, that thing, you can't see it, but it's okay. Let's just move it over here. Okay, $4,000 eBay collectible cat and the smashy thing. We're just checking to see if it works. Oh my God, that was great fun. That was super great fun right there. Super great. Oh, zoom out. You don't want to see that. That reminds me, I got. So the deal. Okay, so because the plug was underneath the next to the motor, I'm going to run the plug on top of the motor. So I'm going to put my box. I'm going to put a box on the outside of this. Run this up into a box and run another piece of wire to the inside with this plug. Where did I put it? Where did I set the plug? Where did I put the damn plug? I was helping my wife clean a room out, and she had 2 packs of this whitening stuff for teeth. Okay, and there's a picture of a woman on it. I gotta throw this whole stuff all this way. There's a picture of a woman on it with her teeth. Ah! There it is. Rewire this plug. Ah, I got a piece of glass in my hand. Just kidding. Okay. Never mind, I'm not even going to describe that. Let's go right into the records. Okay. Or maybe we should go back to the Septic system. I don't know. No, let's go into the records. A Bob Braun record I don't have. This was a local guy who couldn't sing, never could sing, managed to make a few records like on United Artists and maybe Decca. Just a one-note singer, like one, no range. I guess that's what I'm looking for. But he was local, and it was back in the day when local TV stations had local programming, even in the middle of the day. He took over for Ruth Lyons, and it was the Bob Braun Show then. He did state fairs and all sorts of stuff, and he finally, whatever you do, you think you can do better, and usually you can't. That's not to dissuade you from trying, and he tried. He went to California to try to do a game show or something, because he got tired of kissing old ladies' asses in the afternoon and singing in his one-note range sort of thing. You're going on too long about that. Okay. Who's this? It's Pa Ronditas. No, it's not. It's Yola Polastri. I just bought it. You never know. It's just a weird cover. I don't know. Paint Your Wagon. Oh my God, you bought a Ray Bloch singer album. That's so boring. No! Ray Bloch made a whole series of albums. In fact, it looks like maybe as many as 8 or 10 of them with his singers. And for some reason, Ed Sullivan put him on the show. He had some success, but they're crazy bad. I'm not saying this one will be. Hopefully it will be. But they're just insanely crazy, wonderfully bad records. And you should go look for them because they're great. Okay. Just for the cover, Cypress, a collection of best-loved Greek songs. Probably going to be kind of dull. Not to diss the Greeks, but their records, it's just me. Okay, but I like the cover. There you go. And Art Van Dam, I probably have this one. I picked it up. Jazz Accordionist, pretty good. This is probably a reissue of some of his stuff. Looks pretty late. Probably Sunshine Pop. The Sunshine Pop, 1977. People Helping People. The group People Helping People. Picture in your mind a 12-piece orchestra and 12 attractively costumed singers and dancers performing original and standard musical scores on a multi-level stage while framed in a white backdrop on which brightly colored slides are projected. Crazy, brightly colored slides projected on sheets. Well, the festively costumed dancers and singers dance and sing right in front of you. Spent too much time on that. Freak Out. This is a great cover. Oh my God. On a label I've never heard of before, out of where, I don't know. It's Ronnie Duyuville? D-I-U-L. It's a great cover, isn't it? I was told by my favorite record store guy, Mike, that he's also a great singer. So I'm looking forward to listening to Smoke Dreams. Okay, there you go. Mike also said that Felicia Sanders, this was a good album. I don't know who Felicia Sanders is. It's on Time. It's got kind of the percussion-y era artwork on the front. So it could be very good. This, I think, is one of the three. I'm pretty sure it's one of the three, and I think there's only three brass albums by Warren Kime, K-I-M-E. They're considered on Space Age Pop to be the best now sound, maybe, brass, like Space Age brass albums, and they're very good. And this is one I didn't have, so I was happy to get a hold of that. This is just a great cover on Audio Lab. It's a knife cutting through a piece of meat. Very garish cover. It's dance music. It's dance music. Al Sears' orchestra, Joe Thomas and the band, featuring Raw Meat. There is a song titled Raw Meat, which I guess is why they... Never mind. Okay. Also, it was priced a little high, but that's because Mike, my favorite record store guy, loves this album. He loves Frank Purcell, just like me, Manic Mark. And this is some kind of import. No, yes. No, it's German. He thinks it's German, but it just happened to end up in the record store that my friend Mike runs. Okay. This one, it's got an issue with it, so I picked up another one. So I also wanted to say, while I was waiting to get into a record store for an owner of a record store who never showed on time to open a store, I noticed that there was a thrift shop across the street. So I went to the thrift shop and there was nothing there. Two women inside, junkers, that rented a storefront and are making a go of it. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I watched one of the junkers come out and walk across the street to the St. Vincent de Paul, which happens to be next to the record store. And she went in and bought a bench that was in the window and hauled it across the street to their thrift store. Oh, there's a cover of My Sweet Lord, and Imagine. There's a couple of Let It Be. There's 2 or 3 Beatles songs on this deal. Anyway, okay. Ballet with a Beat, Hal Mooney and his orchestra on Mercury. Saber Dance, Mambo from West Side Story. That could be good. Bill's Bag. Bill's Bag. Some sort of jazz record. Easy Jazz on a Fish beat bass. I have no idea, but it looked kind of Zephyr. Never heard of him. Kind of rare-ish. Could be fun. Don't know. Picked it up. This was another one that could be very good or not. I don't know. 18th Century Jazz, the Jack Morris Hall Sextet. Fun cover anyway. Could be fun, worth trying. Just like new, but better. I can't remember if I've had this damn album or not. I probably bought an album I took back to him to sell. But I'm pretty sure. Now I'm thinking, like, the mouth. I recognize the giant open mouth. He says that Chris Connor is she's a great singer. But I never heard of her before. Unless I own the record and I forgot. This was a fun find. Edgar Varese. The Greatest Reunion of All, Dave Woodlam and the Laurel County Partners with Sandy Kaye. This is a local record made in Hamilton, Ohio, which is basically where Cincinnati is, okay? It's manufactured on Wright, which was also a local manufacturer. So this is a stock cover with a photograph of the band inserted Great find. Strange record that Mike didn't like, The Sound of New York, written by Kenyon Hopkins, produced by Creed Taylor. It's a gatefold with pages. It's an expensive. There's some kind of page. There's stuff in here, pages. I don't know, but it's orchestral apparently, not like concrete. Just sounds of New York. It's music, so I'm not sure. Uh-oh, turn that thing off. What are you, an idiot? That's the thing. Did I say this is the thing that I just finished? That was a lot more work than oh, never mind. This cover's not the best shape, but it's an interesting crown. Arriba, Tito Guerrara and his Latin American Orchestra. I think that will be fun. I just picked it up. I have no idea. South American. Frank DeVol. There's one of my favorite composers. Frank DeVol. I picked up 2 of his albums. Now I don't know about all his works, but the ones I found have very unique music on them in terms of choral content. He uses vocals in the background as strange kinds of instruments. He was a unique, interesting person. I don't remember enough about him off the top of my head to go into it. Ray Ellis made some interesting records, and this looks good too. The Best of Peter Gunn. That could be very good. There's another local record on Artist Records out of Cincinnati. It's the Plunkett Family. And there they are on the back, the Plunkett Family. They do a cover of Caravan. All right, that could be fun. I'm attempting to get I need a Leatherman tool to take the Leatherman tool out of the security thing. It's got this black plastic thing in it. It's a security thing, and I got my drill out, trying to get the damn thing apart. A while back, I picked up one of these promotional records from Capitol, which they handed out to disc jockeys. Okay, apparently all disc jockeys were men, or most of them, so all the covers are kind of cheesecakey. He had a number of them, and they're just compilation albums of what they were trying to sell at the time, Capitol. And there was some interesting stuff on it. Like in this case, "Fool on the Hill" by George Shearing. Like some offbeat stuff that you normally wouldn't hear anywhere else, unless you bought the damn record or something. Anyway, cut that out. It's a great day to be alive. It's the Roostvit twins. They're on the back, playing tiny little banjos and guitar things. See, they're really twins. They look just like Patty Duke right there. No, not really. Was Patty Duke a twin? Kenny Velt, the Starlighters. I know I've got this one, but it's a fine album, and it was only $1. It took me 5 minutes to cut the thing out of the thing, and now I got this thing. There, finally. Ooh, oh. This is so much better than the other one. This looks like an interesting song. There were 2 of her albums there. Miriam Makeba. There's a cover of The House of the Rising Sun on this, which could be a lot of fun. Vic Taylor does it his way. Vic Taylor sings My Way, His Way. Power to the People, Bridge Over Troubled Water. There could be some big time fun on that album. But last but not least, and if the video runs super long, which it already is, but it's going to run longer, it's New Concepts of Stan Kenton. I think this is one of his records he made during the experimental phase he was in the 50s, which is just amazing, the stuff he made. The one record I have, and I understand there's at least 2 or 3, maybe this is one. Then it just folds down and makes itself into a nice little compact doodly thing there. It goes in this little pouch. Then it fits right on your belt. Like, that's awesome. That's a really awesome one. I'm going to give the old Leatherman tool away to somebody I work with who is in need of a Leatherman tool, because it's still functional. I think I'm going to pass it on. Okay, that's it. If you're watching, anybody that I work with, just let me know, okay? And it's yours. It's first come, first serve. And if you're not watching, you should be.